Thank you, one speaker. I think one speaker and the last speaker members who have been spoken today. I think I'm going to line up this participation for the whole day. One speaker, thank you for giving me the chances to participate in the debate on budget 2015 Sarawak. One speaker, this is the fourth session, budget session that I participated in this day one. And every year we heard about the same thing. We have a group budget, we have a government bias budget, we have a certain budget. And Nangka, my friend from Nangka, always like to compare Sarawak to Penang, Sarawak Penang. And he said Sarawak has 6 billion budget, Penang has a budget less than 1 billion in deficit budget. Yeah, Bang Hui, when I heard all the members who were speaking, there's one thing very funny. Everyone talk about Tata Air, Ganjang Raya, North East Station. Semua Tata. If we have such a good budget every year, why are the people still so poor? One speaker. We have the highest number of e-casino members applying for welfare in Malaysia. Yeah, you can say Penang has a small budget. Yeah, we have 6 times the budget Penang the size. But I don't think we hear members of Penang State Assembly saying that I no pipe water. No. At least one give me half an hour. Everyone can mention anyone, okay? I'm not giving you. Okay, I'm not mentioning it. Tell me mention it. First speaker. You have a chance already. We are talking about saints. I don't think members in the day one don't agree with the name. The member talk about no road, no street light, no pipe water. Yes, you can see with the highest number. Now you're talking about that. One speaker, we cannot live in the state of it now.
Yeah.
There are a lot we have to do in Sarawak. We have a lot to do in Sarawak. Yes, we have a development bias budget. We have a surplus budget. But one speaker, there are more problems that we have to face. I read the speech, I heard the speech of our Chief Minister about his budget. It's very bad. Talk about development bias budget. Talk about rural bias budget. It's good. But one speaker, I want the House to know why for the past 51 years there is no such a budget where 50% of the development will be allocated to rural area. They had to thank the AP for bringing impian Sarawak to Sarawak. And then the Barisan Nasional government feel the pain, feel the heat. And that's why they have to do better. They have never in the history of Sarawak, the budget, you see we allocate 50% of the budget for developments in rural area. Now, because of impian Sarawak, members of Barisan Nasional, the leaders, they might not want to admit it. They were talked down about impian Sarawak. But one speaker, now they feel the heat. So I think the rural people, I am all for development in rural area. I am all for it. But I think we have to ask a question. Why after 51 years of independence, we are still so big? Why after 51 years of independence, we still need so much to be done? That's why we say we have been unfairly treated by Pakistan National Federal Government. That's why we say we have to stand firm on the rights of Sarawak in terms of oil and gas right. In terms of revenue collected in Sarawak, we have to demand for more because the fact is we are 20 years behind Semenanjung. And because, Tuan Speaker, 51 years ago, on the 16th of September 1963, 4 nations, namely Sarawak, Sabah, Federation of Malaya, and Singapore, which joined to form a new country, Malaysia. And the founding fathers of all have decided we should be all fair, we should be all equal partners in this country called Malaysia. But the facts remain, Mr. Speaker. We have been reduced. After 51 years, Sarawak has been reduced. We are not equal partners, we are just one of the 13 states in Malaysia. One Speaker, I am a Sarawakian. I love Sarawak, just like everyone here. Whether we are in Barisan Nasional or we are in DAP or PKR or independent. What we are trying to do is bring some sense to this house. Bring some criticism, constructive one to this house. So that the government will hear what we have to say. One Speaker, the call for Uber. The Uber has spread the wings from urban center to rural area. And it's good. It's the kind of change that not only change people, will change how the government operates, how the government allocates the funds. This is what DAP brings about Uber. Last Speaker. Last Speaker. The state government must change the way we deal with tragedy. We cannot let them reduce us to just one of the 13 states. That's why, Last Speaker, DAP as on 26th of October 2014, when we for AGM in Bintugu, we have a declaration called the Bintugu Declaration. The Bintugu Declaration, the theme is towards equal partners in Malaysia. One Speaker, I'd like to share the points here with members in this house. One Speaker, when I read for Malaysia, it is a version of a country where all are equal and free, but the political patronage and corruption and cronyism in the system has impoverished with majority of the population, while the state wealth is controlled in the hands of the few. DAP aims to restore the equal partner status of Sarawak with the Federation of Malaya in Malaysia and create an environment where people of Sarawak will be equal partner to each other by fairer and more equitable management and distribution of the state wealth among all Sarawakians. Last Speaker, given that the levels of development of Sarawak is 20 years behind this Malaysia, DAP recognizes that more affirmative measures are required to give true meaning to the word equal partners. Last Speaker, the Bintugu Declaration of the DAP promised to people of Sarawak, and we call on the government to implement the reforms and policies so as to achieve equal partners ideas. Last Speaker, equal partners between Sarawak and West Malaysia. There are 5 points here. Number 1, to return to Sarawak state government 20% oil and gas royalty as compensation due of oil and gas right. 2, to return to Sarawak state government 50% of the tax revenue generated and collected in Sarawak. 3, to review the 9th schedule of the Federal Constitution to develop powers of education in health to Sarawak, as well as partially allowing Sarawak to have some autonomy over its own police force. Number 4, to create a position of Minister for Sarawak Affairs, who shall have the final decision on all federal matters in relation to or affecting Sarawak. Number 5, to change the present judiciary system whereby the Chief Judge of Sabah and Sarawak should be empowered with the Chief Judge of Malaya with his or her own autonomous power in budgetary and administrative matters in Sabah and Sarawak. That is what we are asking for, equal partnership between Sarawak and the solution. The next one will be equal partners among all Sarawakian speakers. There are 10 points to this. To adhere to the principles of transparency, number 1. To adhere to the principle of transparency, fairness, and clean governance in government administration. By A, implementing open tender for all government projects. B, implementing public bidding and open tender system for sales and alienation of state land to developers of oil companies. C, dividing logging licenses into small area of 500 to 1,000 hectares each and awarding these licenses through public bidding and open tenders process. Number 2, to ensure more transparency and accountability in the government administration to reduce corrupt practices and abuses. By A, introduce the Freedom of Information Ordinance and grant access to information to the public over all government decisions. B, appointing the opposition state assembly member as the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee for more intense and unbiased revision of government agency. Number 3, to implement a fair and equitable land policy for all by A, guaranteeing the rights to renewal of land leases upon expiry. B, protecting the land rights of the native of Sarawak through issuance of land title to their MCR land created based on the culture, traditional living, adat. And C, introduce the land to tiller policy whereby the state government should grant the rural folks 30 acres of land per family and provide all financial assistance expertise for them to cultivate the land. Number 4, to implement the home ownership scheme by building more quality, reasonable price housing flat, 3 bedrooms for the widows and low-income earner, and implement the rent to own policy. Number 5, to reform the public transport by the government acquiring all the public bus service company in Kuching, Miri, Pintu, and Sibu, and they operate to improve its regularity and service with a bill to provide free public bus services to the public in the first 5 years of its implementation. Number 6, to manage our natural environment resources in a sustainable manner so as to ensure that our future generation will continue to benefit from it. 7, to adopt an inclusive and diverse education system that will meet the needs of a multicultural and multiracial society. By A, funding the vernacular school, reviving the mission school with English as a medium of instruction. C, giving official recognition to certificates issued by the examination board, which are internationally recognized. And D, award scholarship based on meritocracy and principle of social justice. Number 8, to restore government election to ensure accountability and better services of the local authorities. 9, to set up a 1 billion Diet Endowment Fund to uplift education levels and commercial activities of Diet communities. Number 10, to put in place the Independent Police Complaints and Misconduct Commission to ensure a professional, clean, and efficient police force to combat crimes and provide security to the people. Those are the good declarations that we have passed in our AGM in Bintu. And we calls upon the government to implement the reform and policies that are good for Sarawak. One speaker, we have a lot of money sometimes, but sometimes I just wonder where are the money, where did the money go to? Leakages, corrupt practices. And if we cannot stop these leakages, there will never be sufficient money to develop the state of Sarawak. I'll give you an example, one speaker. We have an airport expansion in Sibu Airport that cost us 138 million. 138 million. But one speaker, I was shocked to be informed that the Sibu Airport, which started after the expansion, the new airport, we started its operation on the 31st of July 2012, 2.5 years ago almost. The 14 units of fire fighting hydrant are not functional. Cebu Airport at this moment does not have a fire certificate. The fire certificate is required under the Fire Service Act 1988. Why it cannot obtain the fire certificate, one speaker? Because it cannot pass the test of the mobile. And if I have not been informed, if I don't expose this, if something happens, if fire happens, the consequence, who is going to pay? I call upon the state government, the Minister for Public Utilities, to call for an immediate audit of Cebu Airport. Not only the fire hydrants, but all the safety features as per the guidelines set up by DCA, Department of Civil Aviation. Cebu Airport is the third ASEAN airport in Sarawak. It handled more than 1.3 million passengers in 2013. And every day, we have almost 3,700 passengers going through the terminal. And yet, after we spent 138 million on the extension, there is no space. Okay? There is no water to the hydrant, and who is going to be responsible? Once again, on another day, I approve the stance of the Chief Minister, saying that Sarawak. Your time is up. Let me finish. I'm trying to thank you about the Chief Minister. Okay? Because you speak like Chief Minister. Okay. Because I'm the final ambassador speaker anyway. Last speaker, Sarawak has no stand. We have our citizen stand is there is no place in Sarawak for extremists, for religious people, or races. And he said there's no place for the blacks. Ibrahim Ali. One speaker, Ibrahim Ali. It's not a person. It is synonym to any extremist, racist, whether it's religious or racial. And in his speech, the budget speech, our CM said we had to preserve unity among the people. Yes, I do agree. But according to my knowledge, Ibrahim Ali comes in many forms. And it is now at this moment entering into Sarawak. Whether we are immigration rights or not, we cannot stop it. We can go through the internet and one speaker on the 1st of November 2014, first of this month. I went to the Cebu police station to lodge a police report against the publishing firm for info-dating syndrome and its co-author for putting on sales, publishing and putting on sales a reference book in Bahasa Malaysia, SPM Bahasa Malaysia, kertas model saja. Inside one of the kertas, it is not only seditious, it is trying to poison the mind of the people. In one of the model answer to giving for those buildings or the youth who look through this, it actually says the Chinese are capable of killing the buildings. I lodged a police report. I lodged a police report because this is not right. This is not only seditious, this is trying to poison the youth through education. Mr. Speaker, after we lodged a complaint, MP of Cebu brought this on to Parliament. The publisher agreed to pull down all the books, references from the shelf or publication. Mr. Speaker,
I don't want you to conclude.
yeah. Mr. Speaker, what I'm trying to say, But I see some statement in this Taiwan that is religious, that is racist. First, I got the government is religious. This is the Hamsat on 11 November 2014. On page 68 of this Hamsat. You want to hear the truth or you want, are you afraid of the truth?
I don't know, I'm willing to conclude.
I want to conclude with this answer. Okay, I just want to conclude this one. I have to point to this house, further to this house that on page 68, paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Towards the end of the paragraph, and I quote, this is by members from Nangka. As a as a multi-racial country, Malaysia.
I don't allow this.
Right? Because you can say, I can touch on the internet. It is correct. What he say is racist. He say you should be ashamed of yourself. Everyone knows. You refer to Chinese community. For not being able to speak Assam Malaysia very well. That is racist in this house. What? Can we allow this racist statement to continue? It is racist. You should be ashamed of yourself. First speaker, Sarawak is different. Our official language is still English and not Bahasa.
If they conclude, I have to switch it on.
Okay, I conclude. First speaker, I hope every member of this house and hope we are in good support as a leaders of Sarawak.
Ibrahim Ali, Langkah.
We should preserve the harmony.
Langkah is Ibrahim Ali of Sarawak.
And we don't want to see the shadow of Ibrahim Ali behind Nangka all the time. Thank you. Why do I withdraw? I say it's a racist statement.
It's an allegation.
I'm saying it's a racist statement.
He's not objecting. He's not objecting.
I'll ask the minister to.
First speaker, what he say is racist.
You I want you.
Ask him to withdraw.
I say to withdraw, first I will withdraw
I want
mine.
you to withdraw that.
He has to withdraw, then I withdraw mine. It's fair, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask him to withdraw.
The minister to
Ask him to
take
withdraw.
an action against you.
No.
That is my fair opinion.
Okay? I'm asking you for the second time to withdraw.
Will he withdraw?
Now,
He wants vote.
for the third time, if you don't, I ask the minister to.
Why?
I name you, and the minister to. I name you, and the minister to propose.
Why?
You are suspended from the service of the Dewan.
He's saying he wants me to withdraw first.
Ibrahim Ali is considered an extremist.
Yes.
Now, you are likening him to Ibrahim Ali. So,
I just say shadow.
are you withdraw?
Okay, I withdraw. But I say a shadow. I don't say this is Ibrahim Ali.
Are you withdrawing or not? Because if you don't, I'm going to name you, and the minister will propose, you will be suspended from the service of the devil. Withdraw?
You force me to withdraw. You force me to withdraw. And this is the standard. I have to pay.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker,
Enough.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker,
Enough.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker.
Ask Nangka to stop that.
Opposition leader.
Speaker,
Nangka is the racist
Mr.
person.
Speaker,
Yeah, opposition
Mr.
leader.
Speaker, Mr. Speaker,
The opposition leader have a word.
Mr. Speaker.